The theater world is interested in discovering new talent, new works, and new stars. Beginning September 13th, the doors of the Theater District will be open to new creative voices. The New York Musical Theater Festival is designed to be a venue for emerging talent. Here to explain is Festival Executive Director Chris Stewart and President Hugh Jackman. No, it's Tim Jerome. I promised I'd introduce him like that. Welcome, guys.
Thanks, Teresa.
How do you think I recovered from the no mic
you
thing?
Did very professional.
Yeah. I mean, you've been on Broadway, so I handled it all right.
Yes, I have, and we'd welcome you. You can come on Broadway now.
Thank you, Hugh. Now, give us an overview of this musical theater festival.
Well, the Musical Theater Festival will run for 3 weeks. There'll be at least 31 new musicals that will be premiered there. There'll be panel discussions and concerts and other kinds of events of that sort, parties. Yep. And each show will have about 6 performances. So there's literally something for everyone in this festival. And if you like new musicals, if you like musicals at all, this is the place to go. In a city that loves musicals, the New York Musical Theater Festival, and this is its first season, will be the probably the ultimate event.
Well, let's talk about a couple of the musicals. Now, there's one that's billed as the XXL chorus line.
Yeah, that's because there's 67 different events across the festival and 283 performances. A lot of the shows have come to New York from elsewhere in America and from internationally, and Pretty Faces is here from Oregon, and where it played really successfully there. So it's sort of a musical for people that are slightly larger, some might say. So it's a hilariously funny show, and it's played really successfully regionally. And they sort of see this as a really great chance to show it off in New York.
It looks like a lot of fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Caligula, the musical. Now, as I recall Caligula, not that I saw it, but I've heard that there's quite a bit of nudity. Is there nudity in the musical Caligula?
I certainly hope so. You never know. I think one great thing about Caligula is that pretty much everything can make a musical, that as long as the characters can sing. And one of the great things that I think we're seeing on Broadway now, because there's going to be a lot of Broadway talent in the festival as well, a lot of writers who have had shows on Broadway. The writer of Wicked, Stephen Schwartz, has a musical in the festival. And I think one of the things we're seeing on Broadway at the moment with Avenue Q and Wicked and Hairspray, You're in Town, I think there's a young audience that's coming to Broadway now, and a lot of shows people wouldn't have necessarily made musicals of in the past. They really are trying to do that now.
Well, speaking of which, Top Gun, Jessica Simpson had a huge hit with Take My Breath Away from the movie Top Gun, and now there's going to be the musical Top Gun.
Yeah, it's coming here. It's the most successful show in Toronto Fringe history, and it's coming here. It's kind of a parody, you might say. It's really about the making of Top Gun the musical, like the backstage.
How can you not take that seriously?
Well, look,
Top Gun.
I think any film with a line, "You can ride my tail anytime," deserves to be a musical. I mean,
well, I feel the need for a musical about Top Gun.
That's it.
Bring it on. And there's some more serious musicals as well. The Blue Flower is one of them. Tell me about that one.
Blue Flower is it's been developed across the US. It's a more like sort of daring kind of musical theatre piece. I think there's dance and projection and film. It really combines a lot of art forms. It's a real sort of contemporary kind of sound. So I think one of the things we've tried to do with this is, as Tim would say, is show how broad musical theatre can be. Because I think as well as being, you know, shows like Top Gun that are hilariously funny, I think musical theatre can be something that can be serious and entertaining and exciting. It can be a lot of different things.
Yes, the wonderful thing about the festival, I think, is that it will demonstrate how broad the styles of writing are, how very different one musical is from another. Often on Broadway, you'll see things that are very similar to one another because the style becomes popular and there's a lot of knockoffs or wannabes or imitators.
Right.
But in the festival, we've really made an attempt to show the diversity that across the writing population and across the acting population.
Well, thank you so much.
So many different things.
And these all sound great. And as you said, there are limited performances of each of the shows. So if you want to get tickets, you should get right on that.
That's right. It's NYMF.org, NYMF.
Hugh Jackman. I was getting to that.
So sorry.
She knows what she's doing.
For more information on the New York Musical Theater Festival, you can log on to our website, fox5ny.com or
NYMF.org.
Hugh Jackman, everybody.
You know,
Thank you so much.
I've always loved you, Hugh. Always.
Well, Thank you. I've
Why all the
tried
attention
to be lovable.
Why all the attention to Hugh Jackman and none to Mickey Dolenz?
I know. You kind of do look like the Monkees guy, just a little bit.
Why does he get Hugh Jackman?